Hi everyone, this is Jhankar, a applied psychology undergraduate student at Delhi University, and this video is going to be about how to become a clinical psychologist in India as per the latest RCI guidelines. So let's just straight get into it. Let's understand what is RCI. So RCI, the Rehabilitation Council of India, provides licensing to various mental health professionals in India, majorly known for providing licensing to clinical psychologists. So the earlier roadmap was to do a bachelor's, a master's and then a MPhil, which was a 7-year long roadmap where bachelor's was not compulsory to be in the discipline, which meant that if you come from BCom or BSc or BA in any other discipline, you could still pursue a master's. Now things have changed. You have to have a 4-year undergraduate degree in psychology. It can be in psychology or applied psychology. If you are a BA program student who is a major in psychology, you could extend that to 4 years and get an honors degree. Many universities are now providing bridge courses as per my understanding, but Delhi University is officially going to start with providing the 4th year of education. Masters mein pehle there was MA Clinical Psychology, which was in the institutions that RCI approved, but now there is a MA Clinical Psychology which is regulated by RCI, which does not require you to further pursue an MPhil. Means when I complete my graduation in 2027, I can get admitted into a RCI regulated MA Clinical Psychology program, which is a 2-year program that replaces MPhil. But that does not mean that you have to do a master's. Upon completion of this program, you're going to get a license when you clear all your exams and meet the eligibility. So the MPhil earlier was an extension जहाँ पे हमें बहुत ज़्यादा rigorous clinical practice पे focus किया जाता था, but now MA is going to replace that. So there are no institutions that are officially providing MA Clinical Psychology regulated by RCI as of now. Most institutions who are providing MPhil currently are going to convert their program into RCI approved MA Clinical Psychology. This is the minimum eligibility. This means this is something you have to do in order to get a license. Now, what does this mean for people who are already pursuing MPhil? You are okay. Once you complete your MPhil, you're going to get your license and that license is valid. What does this mean for students who are currently enrolled in a MA Clinical Psychology? Is you're going to complete your master's because it is RCI approved. It is not RCI regulated program. So you're going to complete your master's in clinical psychology and then you're going to get admitted into RCI approved MA Clinical Psychology or MPhil if it still stands by that time. Most likely MPhil is going to be replaced. Now, if you're a bachelor's student, you're going to complete your undergraduate, get into a MA approved clinical psychology program. But there are very limited seats. So, how to keep your options open? You can also pursue the path of PsyD. With 4-year undergraduate program, options are endless. You are eligible to give the NET exam. You can directly pursue a PhD or a PsyD. Now, PhD is another topic that doesn't give you licensing to practice as a clinical psychologist, but PsyD does. PsyD is doctorate in psychology, which of course gives you the title of a doctor and an expert in the field. But there are currently only 3 institutions in India that provide this program. This is a 4-year program. I'm going to list them here somewhere. And these institutions also have reservations. So basically there are very limited seats. So you can target to get admitted in a MA program as well as in a PsyD program. If you still wish to pursue a PsyD after you have completed your MA, you have options. You can get a lateral entry. Suppose you complete your RCI regulated MA Clinical Psychology in 2030. So till 2033, you are eligible to get admitted directly into the 3rd year of PsyD. Or you can get directly admitted to the 1st year after completing your 4-year bachelor's as per the different university and RCI requirements, which probably require you to write an entrance exam and give an interview or a group discussion or something. MPhil students again, 3 साल तक you can get admitted into PsyD. If you've completed your masters and directly wish to get into PsyD, you'll have to do the 4-year thing. So earlier it is still a longer roadmap, now it is a shorter one. So you can keep your options open according to that. Coming to the structure of the new RCI regulated MA Clinical Psychology program, which is going to be very similar to MPhil, I would say. but there are again no clear guidelines, as no institution has yet started offering this program or adopted this as of now, but they're likely to do 2025 onwards. So government institutions used to provide a monthly stipend to MPhil trainees, which was between 8 to 25,000 a month, which is likely to be followed in MA clinical psychology program. Again, there are no proper guidelines ki stipend milega, but because MPhil mein mil raha tha, so there is a possibility, and because you're skipping your master's, so there is a possibility that you only get stipend in the second year. Again, this is not nowhere listed by RCI. This is just an estimation and an assumption based on the MPhil standards of practice. Let's say you don't want to become a clinical psychologist, but you want to be a mental health professional who is RCI approved. So RCI does offer you a lot of options. RCI does not only provide licensing to clinical psychologists, but a lot of mental health professionals. I'm going to list it here, what all professions get licensing. And no, for becoming a counseling psychologist in India, you do not need your licensing, you just need your master's. So that is it. I don't think there is any other piece of necessary information that you require to become a clinical psychologist. If you have any more questions, you can please drop it in the comments and I'm happy to help. Bye, see you next time. Take care.